fucking foods that we eat, right? Okay, so a person that can't afford
Amksgoddessradio.
anything organic, anything that says organic, okay, or naturally added flavors, okay, those are all fucking, it's all made up shit. You know what I mean? It's not.
What do you think about the GMOs?
See, and that's the
GMOs that they're doing with the food, the meat, and they're selling it as real meat.
Which it got. So this is the whole thing. What are you ever gonna know?
Yeah, because they're supposed to be putting it on the meat packages where it says organic.
I'm saying, or you, but even is organic? Because listen, so there's this whole thing as well. Farmers, okay, they were pasteurizing farms, right? That could do A through Z. They could breed the cow, grow the cow, mature it, get the milk from it, pasteurize their own milk, which is a non-pasteurization thing, is what they were doing, right? The feds came and shut their whole fucking spiel down. Shut it down. Because they're producing milk without hormones. They're producing milk without fucking... This is what they don't want. And they figured out a way that's like, okay, we got a deer. I'm sitting here, I'm eating deer for like 2 weeks, right? I have a fucking complete energy bounce back, okay, from eating a fucking animal that my buddy killed.
Uh-huh.
Because that's all we ate. We made ground beef. I mean, we ate this deer up in fucking weeks, right?
Right.
And fucking go there. I felt way different. I'm eating you go and get a fucking ground beef, but there's imitation everything, dude. I mean, for the poor guy that was on the corner, they had imitation crab that somewhat tasted like it. You know?
Right.
There's an imitation for everything, and that's where it's like, what in the fuck are we looking at? What is this? What, I'm not a professional in meat. I can't look at a piece of meat and be like, well, that looks different than it did 4 years ago. I wasn't playing with fucking hamburger bag. I didn't fucking...
Well,
really...
all of this comes down to the DNA slicing that they're doing. They're playing God.
And that's where... So my biggest thing is, okay, then the shit during the Epstein release list, then in Miami. Okay, so there's a video, right? And they say that you can't see anything, but the people that were freaking out, they're like, okay, no, this is an alien, right? There was so many cops down there at the mall, at the Bellevue Mall or wherever the fuck it is, and Bell Point or Bellevue, and fucking the motherfuckers, there's something in the video, right? And this is all on TMZ shit, right? But the people inside the mall were like, hell no. They were like, it was the weirdest thing. They were like transporting, like these things were. And people people were literally running out this mall, and they're like, no, it was teenagers setting off fireworks. It's like, dude, the fucking video, though.
So what you're saying, though, with the Jeffrey Epstein files is every time that they go to release the names of it...
Something's going to happen, I promise you, and something's always going to happen with everything.
I think that it has taken an act of Congress. It's went all the way to Congress to actually release these files.
Oh,
you know that, right?
Oh, yeah. And what's fucking crazy is okay, so the prosecuting attorney over the Epstein shit at the time is now the federal judge over the case. Let's see, oh, it's Bayside.
They can cover you up to $200 in between paychecks with no overdraft fees. Join me at Chime.com.
4 teens are in jail this afternoon after an incident late last night at Bayside Marketplace. They're charged with burglary, grand theft, and battery, among others.
Okay, and now to our #1 trending story on CBSMiami.com.
It involves talk of alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace. On New Year's Day, there was a massive police response in downtown Miami. More than 50 young people armed with sticks began fighting. Police say juveniles were also setting off fireworks, causing chaos.
So now people are posting online saying that police weren't there to handle a group of rowdy teens, but rather 8 to 10 feet tall, shadowy aliens. Conspiracy theories are saying a big creature could be seen standing in front of the entrance to the shopping area.
And these are CBS, you know what I'm saying? This is on CBS. And this is where it's like, okay, you're telling me, okay, they can make a hologram of Drake, the singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of him handing himself a note that he wrote himself when he was a kid, right? It's him handing himself a note on concert in stage, and this is him. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. Like, these people act like we are so far evolved in electronics and in that portion of shit. There's things that you couldn't even imagine, and this is where it comes into play. Like, people are like, oh no, that the Egyptians were cool as fuck, right? They built, these pyramids. How did they get these blocks here, right? That's not even the question. How the fuck did they know how to make a fucking power supply? How did they know? A pyramid was used as a fucking power grid. You know what I mean? That is what they were used for. Why was there all these metals that can generate power in the sloughs of the thing?
And mercury.
Yeah, mercury in the fucking tunnel. And it was like inside the burrows, and it's like, okay.
A giant energy source.
Yeah, we don't understand what it was, you know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck do you do?
Giant power source.
People don't get it. And it's like, they're more infatuated with the fact that a human being, right, could move this fucking 10-ton block. You know what I'm saying? That's the kicker. But, girl, even in the 1800s, right? So, like, before, that's where my brain spirals out, right? Because I sit here and think it's like...
They had lighting systems.
That's what I'm... So, not only that, but then look at, like, Nikola Tesla shit, right? Like,
right?
Nikola Tesla was, like, literally, like, where did he understand how to fucking come up with this shit? How did he understand fucking energy? How did he understand...
And the
fucking,
ether space.
Yeah, all of it. Even it. Okay, same shit. Fucking, what's his nuts? Fucking, Elon Musk. The fucking goddamn... The lights in the sky. His, satellites. It's crazy. That shit, I seen one and thought I seen a UFO. I was tripping. Nova seen it. Little girl. She said, there's a line in the sky. We all look up. What in the fuck? Neon green. Like, bright green. Line, dot, line, dot, line, dot, line, dot, line, dot, line, dot. And then it just goes away. Fuck, I'm out here like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, like, dude, me and Asher Zodiac, I've looked for fucking UFOs for my whole life. It's been the only thing that fucking real, you know what I mean? Set a fire up underneath my ass. I always watch the sky. I always listen, watch for planes and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm literally, anything in the sky, it's cool, but...
I've seen a UFO before.
Which?
Really have. It came in on a rainstorm just out of nowhere. My son was in the truck with me, my oldest son. He was young. And came in, rain, right? And then all of a sudden took off, no rain.
That's where it's like, this. So the Hawaii shit, right?
You don't believe me, but I know I have.
Like, the Hawaii shit was so fucked up. It was fucked up. And then you got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you got Oprah Winfrey. Dwayne Johnson came out and made a whole public announcement about his apology to the, we're donating $10 million to the relief of... That money didn't go to that. That money did not go to that, and they proved it. And Dwayne Johnson came out with a whole fucking apology. He about got put on blast. Oprah's still in. Everybody fucked up.
Where'd the money go?
Yeah. Who knows? But they made this huge ordeal, right? Wanted to do like a little fucking ads, beginning of fucking, Lahaina, da-da-da-da-da. But where was Lahaina on the news? They couldn't post it on the news because there was too many fucking theorists out there. And then they put fucking fences up around what parts of the city burned. Nothing blue caught fire. Lasers, they proved it. Lasers do not burn blue. It can't. Something with the color contrast of it. Everything blue did not burn. You got cars smoldered. Smoldered. I mean, just to the point to like where they're like it was a fire. But aluminum doesn't melt like that at those temperatures. This is like straight up hot. It was enough to make aluminum melt down the sides of the car and make puddles on the road and then reharden. It's like, no. I torch at work every day. I torch mostly aluminum. Stainless steel, iron. They all have different burning temperatures.
Oh, I know that.
And
smelting is really cool.
It is. And it's crazy to sit here and think that
1800 Fahrenheit.
My torch is bumping, right? It's an acetylene torch. It's bumping. It ain't no fire flame. I'll tell you that. It ain't no flamethrower. It's got some BTUs to it. And it's like, what happened? What happened? The same shit. Like, why was Okay, so blue's this big color, right? You got all these things burnt up. Boom, you got a fabric blue umbrella in the middle of all this burnt shit, right? How did that not catch fire? How did fucking, why did Oprah fucking put a blue metal roof on her house in Hawaii? Why are all these people painting their roofs blue? Because it's staying away. They think it was a fucking weapon. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what they think it was. So like right before all that, the Chinese. So there's too much happening with the Chinese, right?
Right.
So the Chinese fucking 2-3 days before this just completed their first what the fuck are they called? Laser weapons or whatever, and it was on a plane. And then all of a sudden this shit happens, right? And it's like, you can't. Like, there's so many videos, and then there's like shit and like fucking, like, look at this shit.
Control burns. That's what they thought it was with the fires too, all over. With all the fires that are happening across the United States.
Oh yeah.
Well, across the world actually. Greece.
Now, not only that, but in the midst of all this shit, right? So right before this, they had a whole thing in the city about they wanted to buy that particular spot of land like a month and a half before this, you know what I mean? And then they were like, nah, the locals, they're locals. That's what they call each other in Hawaii. They've been there, you know what I mean? That's their, and then all of a sudden
they wanted to buy it for a hotel.
Yep.
And now it's available.
And, but they say what was crazy though is that they were like fucking, the police would not let the people from the inner city out. They trapped them in. You know what I mean? They're like, no, turn around, you can't go. Fuck, and it's like, dude, there was videos of the dude fucking,
A Domino's order carry out online or by phone and get any one-topping pizza for $7.99 each. Legit or not? The wildfires that swept through Maui are the deadliest in U.S. history in more than a century. At least 100 people have died and more than 850 are missing. On social media, people are speculating about what could have caused the fires. One trending theory is that the fire started due to an attack from a directed energy weapon. 3 viral images appearing to show evidence of directed energy weapons have been shared online. But do these images really show that directed energy weapons started the wildfires in Maui? Let's verify. Our sources are the U.S. Government Accountability Office, the National Weather Service, a reverse image search using Revi, the Canton Repository, SpaceX, and Chilevisión Noticias, a Chilean news company. If you haven't heard of directed
And this is
energy
coming off of
weapons,
YouTube.
I've got you covered.
right, but these are all
Like lasers that use energy fired at
USA
the
Today's.
to damage or destroy targets. According to the U.S. Government Accountability Office, many countries.
Okay, this is Amksgoddessradio. Saying what you think.
These viral images do not show those weapons.
These are what they
As
got
of
done
August
with, like.
21st, the exact cause of the Maui wildfire is still unknown. Although the National Weather Service says the risk of fire was high given high winds and dry conditions on the island. So what is actually happening in these images? A lot of different things that have nothing to do with Maui.
Those are kind of what Elon Musk things look like.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
February 2018 Facebook post from the Canton Repository, a local Ohio news
Fucking
outlet,
crazy.
showing footage of a controlled burn at a refinery.
All right, AMKS Goddess Radio. Saying what you think. Too afraid to say. Grow a heart, America. Stand up for something or you will fall for everything. Meow.